that we all, my community members, my leaders from the great Navajo Nation, Atcitty, Shelly, Frederick H. I grew up on the El Paso natural gas transmission station. My father worked for El Paso for over 30 years. So I have firsthand, the El Paso Natural Gas Company provided me running water, electricity, and all those good things. I'm Executive Director of Navajo Nation Natural Resources Division. I've been there since June of 2010. So I've worked for both presidents, the former president and the current president. So today I'm excited that all of you are here today to the first Energy Summit. I think it's incredible that this is a great beginning. You're all here, and it's outstanding that we can do something like this. It really makes me happy. Natural Resources Division is very comprehensive. It's diverse in what we do. Our vision statement says, land, water, power, and the quality of life. We all know how important Mother Earth is. We know how important the water we have. We all know how important it is in terms of breathing the air and having a livelihood where we're all from. That's really important. That's in my heart. My family in cornfields, they're still there. They still work every day. Some stay home, take care of livestock. And they're looking to the leadership of their community, and also the Navajo Nation and other federal agencies and other leaders to think and do things that are important for them and their kids, for the future generations. Our mission statement: to manage, protect, conserve, preserve Navajo Nation's natural and cultural resources for the benefit of our people today and in the future. That's our mission statement. So under our vision and mission statement, we work every day. We have 28 different programs within natural resources. We're involved in 12 departments overseeing all these programs. So we're right there fixing a livestock well, a livestock earthen dam. We're right there dealing with all the issues from the law enforcement, resource management, protection point of view. We're also involved in planning and developing. So it's a huge job. You're going to have a great team, and I do have a great team. One of them is here on my side, my right side, as the Director of Land Department. The Energy Policy Implementation Team was formed by executive order from the President, Ben Shelly, bringing energy as a high priority under his administration. He initially formed the Energy Task Force. Sam Woods is up there, and myself, we really co-chaired the Energy Task Force, and we dealt with what we could with all our current capacity we had to deal with energy requests. So we heard the greatest sale presentations to the ones that need help. And there was a lot of them out there dealing with renewables all the way to laser energy. And they said, we have the best deal for you. However, are we ready as a community, as a nation, or even as a community where all the resources are at? So this executive order that was originally forming the Energy Task Force, it also was formed by an executive order. We started dealing with energy. We finished up the negotiations on the Four Corners Power Plant, and then we went into the NGS Power Plant amendments, and then we're dealing with all the environmental compliance that needs to happen. So we're engaged in big projects. We're also engaged in the renewables. communities wanting to do solar, wind. Some of them want to go into clean coal. So we have these technologies out there. However, one of the things that was really missing was an energy policy. As we all know, we went throughout the nation, we had public hearings, we had chapter meetings, and the energy concepts, energy policy drafts were presented, and comments were made, so we came up with a policy that was approved by the Navajo Nation Council. And that just recently happened. So now, what do? We have an energy policy, and one of the greatest criticisms we had was the energy cookbook. Where's the cookbook part of the energy policy? So leadership was saying, okay, we have the energy policy, we want the cookbook with it. Well, that means we're going to run over everybody again. We're going to do it for them again. We're going to do all these things and design the right energy project for Black Mesa, for cornfields, for Eastern Navajo. I mean, that, in our mind, that didn't make sense. So we told the families, the leaders of the Navajo Nation, said, okay, we got to get some policy direction. And then we got to put ourselves in a position to work with our families, our leaders, to design an energy plan with our communities. Rather than always top down, we got to partner up. So the task of the energy policy implementation team was to put together the outline on how we're going to move forward in implementing the energy policy. So we have general guidelines, they're drafts right now, and once those are accepted, we're going to move forward and start working in implementing the energy policy. So that task force was established. Members included myself. In addition to that, we had Raymond Maxx, my Cecilia. Raymond, stand up. He's out there, Raymond Maxx. Give him a hand. Attorney General Harrison Tsosie. He's over here. Got him, stand up. Atcitty. I don't think he's here yet. I haven't seen him. He's on his way. He's going to be here. Martin Ashley, he did an outstanding start of our meeting. Martin. Then my adopted mother, Aktar Zaman, please stand. Then we have Raymond Benally, our department director of water resources. He's not here yet. He'll be joining us later. He's also on the team. So why are we here? Well, we thought it was important to bring our leaders together, and you're all here. You're the ones that are committed. You're the ones that are at the beginning of this. We have great leaders in this audience today, and I appreciate that. But you know what? If we're going to move forward, we've got to have a team. We got to have a winning team, a Super Bowl team. It's no longer one-sided. It's got to be a team. We all have to understand we've got to have a team. But what do we want to win? We got to have vision. We got to know where we're going to go. We got to understand where we go. Those of you that have vision, that's great. We want to enhance your vision. We want to reconfirm your vision for our Navajo Nation. Those of you that have double vision and energy, we want to bring it to one vision. Because double vision is good. How many of you heard that rock and roll song named Double Vision? Some of you have. But you got to be single-minded, one vision. Those of you with no vision and are learning and understanding that maybe energy is a strategy for the Navajo families, for future generations, we want to plant that in your heart today. That's the purpose of this summit. Don't be fooled. It's going to have to take the whole Navajo Nation grabbing a vision to make all the changes that we're going to have to do and implement to make energy a strategy for the livelihood of our families. It's a choice, and not everybody has to take it. Don't think that we're here and everyone's going to have to go in that direction. No. Only market-driven, community-based projects with all the leadership, all the way up to Washington, D.C., with all the corporate support, will make it happen. But it's us. We have to do it. We have to establish it and move forward. So we'll be engaged in planning, development. We'll talk about past, we'll talk about current, we'll talk about future. We'll give you some updates. Where do we go from here? We hope to answer get moving in that direction to answer some questions. We hope that we have community-based energy development. We're going to take a look at renewables, non-renewables, and see what is feasible. So the purpose, I think, is well established, it's clear, and I hope that all of us will get in the right mindset, the right attitude, and try to move all those challenges away to make it happen. I want to thank all the sponsors